Hello everybody and welcome back to the XsivGaming channel and Car Mechanics Simulator 2018. This is our Let's Play series and today we are up to episode number 7 I believe. So if you could quickly drop us a like it would be much appreciated. And of course if you are new to the channel don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well. So let's crack on with today. We've got as I say, the garage is all been expanded. We've got the workbench, the path tester, etc. now. We've gained some good experience, so let's make a start on today. We're going to right click, hit down to orders, and we've got the story order in blue again. This is the Royale Crown i4 DOHC turbocharged engine, of course. I bought this car from a dealer. It wasn't the cheapest, but yeah, supposedly it was a good deal. The problem is that it is very difficult to shift through gears, and sometimes something bangs on the left side and the right side too. Check the general condition of the car and repair whatever you find broken. The dealer assured me that everything is nearly brand new. Okay, so it sounds like it's got quite a few issues and problems. So let's take that order. And get that loaded into the garage. Where is it? There it is. So this is the Royale Crown. I'm going to right click car status. Blimey, yeah, this has got quite a lot wrong with it. Obviously all parts are undiscovered. Right click overview. Yeah, we know the exhaust there's got a bit of a problem. Yeah, nothing too major there. Oops, wrong button. So what we're going to try and do is put this onto the test path. We'll give that a little tester just to find out what is wrong with it. Where is it? There it is. Head on down. Test path. Yes, we want to proceed. So all you need to do is drive it forward. This looks like a struggle to start a bit there. Hammer that brake down. Yeah, it looks like it needs some brakes of sorts. There we go. So yeah, we've got a brake caliper there, rear suspension arm, various brake pads, rubber bushings, rear suspension arm, more rubber bushings, rear shock absorber A, lower suspension arm, small rubber bushings, all need changing. So we can close that now. Get out of the car. Now if we right click and go to the overview mode, as you can see all those bits have turned red that we've just seen. So we've got some issues there to do. So we're going to right click, move car to lift A. Head on out. Get it up on the ramp of course. Like so. Get it up again. And here is take off the front wheel. Yeah, you can see that it's not looking in the best condition. Take that off. We know we need pads, so we can take them off. Those disc marks will come off. The rest of that looks okay. Yeah, this drive shaft here looks knackered. Take that out. Front drive shaft there looks knackered as well. tie rods, etc. all look knackered. Even that steering rack looks a bit knackered. Got some serious bits over there looking at that. So we'll head over to the other side. So we've got caliper need coming off for definite. There's pads off. Take the disc off. We're going to take the outer tie rod off, the inner tie rod, take off that steering rack, need to take out that front axle, not sure, that one maybe this cover here as well. It's a possibility. We'll take out that drive shaft because that looks like that's knackered. Gearbox doesn't look particularly clever either. Get more under the car. Okay, we can't take that off. Why can't we take that off? That's because the starter motor's on there. So let's get that back down. Open that up, come into the engine bay, take that starter motor off. You can see the gearbox looks knackered as well, especially if he's struggling to change gears. So we need to get back under the car. Looks like the car's going to be up and down a few times here. Unscrew that gearbox. Say unscrew, unbolt. Take that off. Yeah, look at the state of that clutch release bearing. Clutch pressure plate needs coming off. Take off that clutch plate, take off the flywheel, that's all of that out. So, having a look around, I think we've got pretty much everything off the front there. I'm a bit concerned about this. Let's take that wheel bearing out, take out that front wheel hub. Not sure if these need changing or not, so we're going to take them out. In fact, what we could do, I'll click and take that off for a minute, right click. Overview, it's not showing it as needing doing, so to do that we're going to have to take that one off. Can't take that off until we've took that one off there. Let those out, then we can take that one off. It's only down to 11%, so it needed doing. So we can now head back under the car. None of the bushings there needed doing, looking at that. So that's that. We can head on to the back now. Take these back wheels off. So as you see, there was the red parts at the back there after putting it on the path tester. Spit our words out. So let's break calipers off the back. Take those discs off. You can see we've got quite a few bits and pieces here that are going to need to come off. So really this is one of the, or quite a big job really. Most of the jobs that we've done are all been sort of small, easy jobs to do. This definitely seems to be a bigger job. I'll take some suspension parts out here looking at this. So we can go through all the parts, what have come off once we've finished dismantling the car. See what actually needs changing. So that can't come out till that comes out, and then that can't come out till that, and that. So yeah, all this is going to have to come off. Okay, so what we want to do is come back in, click overview. So that doesn't look too bad that side, although we've got a red part in there. So I think we're going to have to take this off as well. Take all that off. Okay, I'm not sure what we've got in there. In fact, I think we've just got it actually. Must have been the brake pads. So we're going to right click, car status. Looks like we've discovered everything so far. Oh, there's one there that's not discovered yet. 1, 2, 3 that's not discovered. So, what have we got left? There's got to be something on the rear, I should think. Go to overview. Not quite sure what it could be. Okay, so I've got a feeling, knowing from previous experience here, it said banging, which usually means something to do with the radiator. So take all that out. That's from the underside of the car. Right click. Yeah, that was those two down there, so it's just one more there that we need to find. So what could it be? Right click, overview. I can't see anything. Ah, look, there we go. 2 red bushings at the back there, look. Back corner this side. Right click, overview. You see them there now. So we've got 2 rubber bushings there. Although, that would be 2 parts. Anyway, let's get that up. Where are we? So got a rubber bush in there. Got a rubber bush in there. Take those out. Right click. Car status. Still not showing it as discovered. I think it may be the rear sway bar which we need coming on. Which means we need to take off bits this side. See if we can find out which one we need. That one, I believe. Take that off. Allow that to come off. Right click, car status. And yeah, there we go. So it was that one. So let's just come out and recap everything that we've just done. Apart from absolutely gutting the car. We've got lower suspension arm, inner tie rod, front axle, knuckle cover, outer tie rod, calipers. You got the front drive axle C, you got the front steering knuckle A, front drive shaft, clutch release bearing, flywheel, clutch pressure plate, gearbox. You got the front drive axle C, you got an outer tie rod, inner tie rod. Then you have a rear axle knucking housing A. You have a rear suspension arm, a sway bar, rear end link, rubber bushing, rear suspension arm B, rear shock absorber A, rear suspension arm A, rubber bushing, small rubber bushing, small rubber bushing, wheel hub 3, rear sway bar A, various brake pads, and a radiator fan housing and a radiator fan housing fan. So, looks like we have a huge shopping list. This is the workbench, we're going to click on it. We can attempt to repair this item, but chances are 55% that we can repair it. So what we're going to do is attempt to repair it. Now let's see, that failed there, just the last one I believe. We've got calipers which sort of need repairing but are not vital. 1, 2, 3, one of them's obviously knackered already, so we don't want to mess up any more than what we need to. So we'll go to the computer and have a little look at a few parts now. So hit into the main shop. We might as well start with the brakes. I know we need 1 caliper. We need 4 lots of pads. Get all those changed. That's that bit. We need some sway bar bits and pieces. I believe we need 1 of those. We need a rear sway bar A. That's the last part we took off. I'm sure there's some more parts in there, but let's head on to tie rods. Always seem to need 2 of these, and we always seem to need 2 of these. I know that we need a steering rack, and I know it was a steering knuckle. I think it was A, could have been C. So we need to check that out. Can't think of other parts at the moment, so we right click, inventory, sort by arrivals, that means it's all at the bottom. So these are the new parts we just bought. So rear sway bar A, so that can go. Get rid of that. Now, is that the better of the 2? Could be in the last one we took off. Can't see it on there. but we definitely took it off. Ah, there it is, that one there, look. So we just bought that and that can go. So we'll work through them bit by bit. We need a good amount of rubber bushings and a good amount of small rubber bushings. So we're going to type in the word bushing. Pick up 6 of the bigger ones and 6 of the smaller ones, that way we know we've got plenty. If of course we don't use them on this car, it's not the end of the world. Right click, inventory. So we know that can go, we know that one can go. So we need a radiator fan and a radiator fan housing. We've bought brakes, that one can go. Carry on through, bought brakes, so that one can go. Brakes, that one can go. We bought the caliper, that one can go. We've bought the tie rods, so they can go. We bought the outer tie rods, so they can go. And we bought that. No, we haven't bought that one yet. It's a steering rack we bought. All brake pads, they can go. Battery, that must have been from a previous job. Exhaust manifold, that must have been a previous job, that must have been a previous job. So, let's work through. We need 2 front drive axle C's and a front drive shaft. So front drive axle C, 2 of those, and a front drive shaft. Front drive shaft, that one there I believe. Hopefully we don't get the wrong one. Right click inventory. So front axle C, that can now go. That can go. Front drive shaft we've just bought, that can go. We need an i4 gearbox and all the bits relating to the clutch, except the clutch plate we don't need. So head on over to gearbox. Don't need the clutch plate, we need the pressure plate, clutch release valve, not valve, bearing, we need the flywheel, and we need an i4 gearbox. On there, blimey, $617. That is an expensive part. So heading on down, we've done the gearbox now. That can go, we've done that one, we've done that one. We've done that one. So we need a front axle knuckle cover and a lower suspension arm. Front axle knuckle cover, and one of those, and a lower suspension arm. That's those. That one can go, and that one can go. We then need a front steering knuckle A. Front steering knuckle A. This is where you test your spelling skills. And I think it said will hub 3, I think it said. I need one of those. No, pressing the wrong buttons today. Right click, inventory, there we go. So front steering knuckle A, we just picked that up. We've just picked up the wheel hub 3. Rubber bushing can go, we've bought a load of them. there as well. So we are making some progress with parts and what we need. Got various parts in stock. Moving on, we need a rear suspension arm and a rear shock absorber A. So rear suspension arm, which is that one there, and we need a rear shock absorber A. Yeah, this salesman that said this car's brand new has certainly been lying to this customer. So its suspension arm can go, rear shock A can go. So rear suspension arm B we need, and a rear suspension arm A. So rear suspension arm B we need, and a rear suspension arm A we need. Rear suspension arm B we've just bought. Rear suspension arm A we've just bought. Okay, so we've still got what, 3 parts left to buy. I need the rear axle knuckle housing A. Is the bit. So it's a knuckle rear. Oh, no. Let's spit our words out. Rear axle knuckle housing A is what we need. So purchase that one. Yeah, this has really cost this customer an awful lot of money. Awful lot. And then we've got a radiator fan housing and a radiator fan housing fan. So the housing and the fan is what we need to finish off. So radiator fan housing and radiator fan housing fan. So that, ladies and gentlemen, should be all of our shopping done. We should now be able to put this car back together in a good condition. So we can right click car status, have a look at all the various parts. I think what we're going to do is just highlight all the parts that need replacing. This will save us a lot of hassle later on. When it comes to, did we miss a rubber bushing, for example? Because if it stays blue, after putting a part on, then you know that we missed it. So right click, car overview, and as you can see the car is, there's no more excuse me, no more red on the car. So right click, part mount, and as you can see all the parts in blue there. So we'll start with, where should we start? Let's get some of this, get steering rack back on. Just need one of those. Tie rod can go on. Outer tie rod can go on. Do that up. Okay, we need this. You're gonna let me put that on from this angle. Come into the centre a bit more then. Part mount. So why isn't it going to let me? Oh, we've got to put that all on. So put that flywheel on. Put that clutch plate on. Got the clutch pressure plate on. Realistically, you would put the other piece of the actual clutch plate on as well. You wouldn't just leave that part in there, because it'll only go wrong again, and all this would have to be took out once again. Okay, so that front drive shaft can now go in, which means we can then just come back to this side here, put that drive shaft back in, do that one up. That is that all in. So next up we can get these brakes put back on. Didn't ask for discs, which I'm surprised about. So that is that side finished, as far as I'm aware. So, we come out, right click, we can go car status, we can now unhighlight those green ones because we know they are done. And still got a bit more on the front, which is obviously this side of the car. So we go part mount once again. Inner tie rod, go on. Need to put that knuckle housing in order to put the lower suspension arm in. Use up some of the... In fact, I'm not sure. That we can have enough rubber bushings. I'm not sure if those ones will be acceptable or not. We put that wheel bearing in that side? I believe we must have done. So there must be something going on. You've got that sway linkage there that needs going on. Can go back on as well. So right click car status, we can now untick those. Right, we've got a brake caliper that's not been changed, which says, that was that front one there. Yep, indeed it was. So the caliper we put back on obviously needed changing. So this one here, we just need to change that out. Part mount, put a caliper on. I'll put a new one on there, for argument's sake. Put wheel back on. Job done, right click. There we go. So, looks like we're moving back to the rear of the car now. A couple lots of brake pads done there, look. Whilst I'm at the front of the car, what we're going to do, just lower it down. Get that radiator put on, and not forgetting that engine bay. So put radiator A back on, that didn't need changing. It's this fan housing that did, and that fan of course. Put that back in. And as we said, this starter motor down here just needs putting back on, because you also have to take that off to change the gearbox. So we should be finished under the hood there. Get that back up. So it should be all of the front finished. So what we're going to do next is make a start on this back here. Part mount. And put that sway bar in first, because then we need to get that linkage in there. That one didn't need changing. And I believe it was just pads this side then. So I'm going to put that disc on. Put those pads on. And a caliper. So it didn't say, or did we scrap out that broken caliper? I think we did. I think we actually scrapped out the broken caliper because it damaged as we was trying to repair it. And there we go, so that's that side done. Right click, just come on down, take off those couple of highlight bits. And yeah, most of the problem is on this side here. So let's see if we can get a better camera angle. Let's get these rubber bushings put in first. I'll just put some new ones in there. Save any arguments or hassle later on. Where are we on this bit here? Get that piece on there, we put that sway linkage on, which brought a nice new piece. Hopefully those parts go on without too much hassle. Obviously if another part needs changing because we missed it, then we shall just come back. I'll obviously have to take the bits off again. So I've got rear suspension arm B. Nice new one of those going in. camera over there we go. And with a bit of luck, that should be everything done on this car. Right click, we are just going to scroll down, take the stars off as we go through, just to make sure that we've done everything. Yeah, there we go, we missed small rubber bushing as expected. So we now need to find where that rubber bushing is. It's just in there, look. Take the rear suspend arm off. And we can go part mount, put that one back on. So it was the small rubber bushing that we needed to replace. So we'll replace that with a new one now. Right click car status, scroll down, and there we go, job is done. So come on out, get that car back down, get it off its ramp of course, off the lifter, and ladies and gentlemen, that is another car done. Right click car status, just double check everything over. All jobs are repaired. Money spent £3,982 or dollars, and total payout, so the money we're getting back is $7,730 or pounds. So we can finish the order. And ladies and gentlemen, that's another job done. So hopefully you have enjoyed today's job. I realise it's been quite a long job today. Lots of parts changed. Go to our inventory. According to that, we now have nothing. And there we go, there's all our parts. We've got a few bits and pieces that we can avoid buying next time round. But anyway, that is going to be it. Hopefully you enjoyed. Remember to drop us a like on this video if you enjoyed today. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you are new to the channel, and don't forget to share this video with family and friends or anybody else that you think may enjoy today's video. But anyway, thank you very much, and we shall see you in the next one. Bye for now.